Inside the white steepled sanctuary of the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs, a scene of horror unfolded on Sunday morning. Survivors describe a young man wearing a skull mask and dressed for combat walked in and opened fire on men, women, and children. The youngest victim killed was just a year and a half old.
Why this church? Why would you do this to people like that are just praying? They're just worshiping. Why would you attack them on something on a Sunday when they're defenseless?
Police say people had nowhere to flee. More than 24 are dead and another 20 injured. The victims account for a startling 10% of the small town's population, leaving a gaping hole in the community.
I've cried so much, I don't even have any tears left.
President Donald Trump, speaking at a joint news conference with the Japanese Prime Minister, said the massacre reflected a mental health problem at the highest level.
This was a very, based on preliminary reports, very deranged individual, a lot of problems over a long period of time. We have a lot of mental health problems in our country, as do other countries, but this isn't a guns situation.
Trump said, in fact, a gun in the hands of two men who chased the gunman from the church may have prevented further carnage.
I did what I thought I needed to do, which was, they said that there was a shooting. I pursued, and I just did what I thought was the right thing.
The gunman, identified as 26-year-old Devin Kelley, crashed his car and was found dead inside next to a cache of weapons. Police say they're narrowing in on a motive.
There was a domestic situation going on within this family. The suspect's mother-in-law attended this church. We know that he had made threatening texts from him.
Military officials say Kelley received a bad conduct discharge from the Air Force 3 years ago after serving a year in jail for assaulting his then wife and child. His parents-in-law were not present at Sunday service.
It was rapid fire. It was just boom, 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 boom.
The FBI continues to process the crime scene outside of the church. Agents are now using metal detectors to sweep for discarded bullet casings. It is startling to see this scene unfold on a field normally reserved for picnics and games. But life in this community will never be the same again. A time of peace, a memory. Heidi, Zhou-Castro, Al Jazeera, Sutherland Springs, Texas.